Hey guys, I'm Jam of jamonline.ph, and today we're gonna unbox something new that I got from Cherry Mobile earlier today, and it's the Cherry Mobile Flare X. Yes, this is the newest smartphone with a 64-bit processor, 3 gigs of RAM, a 5.5-inch Full HD display, and yet meron siyang price lamang na nasa 6,999 pesos. So just like the other Cherry Mobile Flare smartphones, it's actually quite affordable for its hardware. So basahin ko yung kanyang full specifications. Well, it has an Android 4.4 KitKat pre-installed on the Cherry Mobile Flare X, but the Android 5.0 Lollipop ay magiging available soon daw dito sa Cherry Mobile Flare X. Meron din siyang 5.5-inch display with it's an IPS Full HD display with Gorilla Glass 3. There's a 3 gigs of RAM and a 16 gigs of internal storage, and of course it is expandable. Meron siyang 13 megapixel rear camera, and this is not just a 13 megapixel rear camera because this one is it has a Sony IMX214 na camera sensor, which is pretty good. There's a 5 megapixel front camera, of course dual micro SIM, a 1.7 GHz octa-core MT6752 processor. That's a 64-bit processor, by the way, and there's LTE. So it's quite amazing. I mean, the hardware, I really like the hardware, and the price is at 6,999 pesos. Medyo okay yung price ni Cherry Mobile Flare X. So ano pang inaantay natin? So tara, let's unbox the Cherry Mobile Flare X. Alright guys, so we have here the Cherry Mobile Flare X, the newest smartphone in Cherry Mobile that was announced earlier today. This one is available on July for 6,999 pesos. Not bad. So I've told you the specs, I've shown you the specs. So the next one is i-unbox na natin si Cherry Mobile Flare X. So the first, we got the Cherry Mobile Flare X in black. And actually, yan. So, actually, sa unang hawak nyo palang mararamdaman nyo na talaga na Cherry Mobile Flare siya. The construction is solid, but ramdam nyo na flare siya eh. Iba siya sa mga other Cherry Mobile smartphones. It looks pretty good. Actually, it looks clean, unlike the previous smartphones si Cherry Mobile. And makikita nyo na dito yung kanyang specifications, like the Android 4.4 KitKat, 1.7 GHz octa-core processor, the 13 megapixel rear Sony IMX214 autofocus camera with 5 megapixel front camera. Ito interesting, there's a 3 gigs of RAM, which is pretty good for multitasking and gaming. There's a 16 gigs of internal storage, LTE, take note LTE, there's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, 5.5-inch display, an IPS Full HD display, dual micro SIM, and medyo malaking battery niya, 3,000 mAh of battery. All that for 6,999 pesos. This is actually pretty good. I mean, for 6,999 pesos, medyo binirake na naman ni Cherry Mobile barriers ng smartphone pricing thanks to the Cherry Mobile Flare X. So, let's unbox muna the Cherry Mobile Flare X before we proceed. So, yes, the battery is removable. Thank you. Yes, alam niyo naman na dinarasal na lahat yan. Gusto nila removable yung battery because most people are worried na pag nasira yung battery, papalitan na yung buong smartphone. Well, sa Cherry Mobile Flare X, hindi na po. So, before we proceed, let's put the battery ni Cherry Mobile Flare X, the 3,000 mAh battery ni Cherry Mobile Flare X. Alright, so sa loob, we got here the micro SIM, dual micro SIM. So, there's no indication if both SIM can handle LTE, but yes, it can handle dual LTE. There's the 13 megapixel Sony IMX214 camera, the micro SD card slot here, and ilagay na natin si battery here. Right, so since nakita nyo na, there's the NFC. Yes, there's NFC po, guys. That's why meron tayong parang gold plate something dito. So yes, ilagay na natin ang battery, i-on na natin si Cherry Mobile Flare X. Yes, there we go. So, before we proceed to the Cherry Mobile Flare X, I'm gonna show you guys yung laman ni Cherry Mobile Flare X. Here, we got the micro USB. Of course, we got here the earphones, which is an in-earphones. Pretty, parang medyo mura yung quality niya. Well, of course, mas maganda yun kasi para ma-cost cutting talaga ang presyo ni Cherry Mobile Flare X. Then, we got here the charger, which is a Well, 1,000 milliamps na ang kanya dashboard. Not bad. I mean, typical yan sa most Cherry Mobile smartphones. Alright, so before we proceed, so lagay ko muna sa sabihan to si Cherry Mobile Flare X at ang kanyang box. Right, so we have here the Cherry Mobile Flare X. This is one of the most affordable, actually the best smartphone at 7,000 pesos. Right, so let's remove the plastic. Nabasa na naman natin yan. Nag-ground ako. Wow. Alright, so first, let's talk about the construction. Well, a 5.5-inch smartphone, it looks generic, it looks nice. There's an backlit display dito. It's IPS, yes, but parang medyo kakaiba yung kanyang display. Parang may, it's the wallpaper. I'm sorry, it's the wallpaper. We have an really weird na widget dito for music and for gallery and photos. A shortcut. So, medyo weird siya, actually. So, before we proceed to the display, let's talk about yung construction niya. Alright, so the construction is made up of plastic sa likod. Pretty solid. Walang parang, shallow feeling sa loob. Walang protruding camera, which is pretty good. Medyo maliit yung kanyang bilog dito sa camera. Medyo malinis tignan. Yes, thank you. Sa ilalim, meron tayong speaker grill. Sa side, we got the power button, a volume button. Sa taas, we got a 3.5mm audio jack along with the microphone. And then sa baba, we got the micro USB slot. So, let's talk about the display. Yes, there's a 5.5-inch Full HD display that looks pretty good. Although parang medyo cold yung display niya. Although it's pretty good. It's still good. I mean, medyo flat yung display niya. Medyo dikit talaga dun sa labas. So, mas maganda siya tignan. And as you could see, the viewing angles are pretty good. So, what are the pre-installed applications? Okay, so we have the Dr. Booster, which is basically a bloatware to me. E-warranty, basically ito yung mga nakikita nyo sa most Cherry Mobile smartphones. But this one, meron tayong kakaiba dito, which is the themes. So yes, you could change the themes. Unfortunately, wala yatang link to another. Oh wow, I didn't know that. So wala yatang link to download other themes. Ayan, so I've changed the themes to a rocky, solid one with the different icons. But of course, you could download Nova Launcher if you want to change. Yan, so medyo iba yung kanyang display. Alright, so babaan natin yung brightness. So there's no auto. Siguro isa yun sa ginawa nila para may cost cutting sa Cherry Mobile Flare X. Alright, so aside from this theme, meron tayong torch. Basically, most of the applications pre-installed ay ginagamit talaga natin except this sa Dr. Booster. And sa themes, kung if ayaw nyo talaga ng themes. Although pwede naman kayo again mag-download ng themes ng Nova Launcher or whatever launcher that you want. So let's proceed to the settings. Let's check it out. So oh wow, general. Yeah, so let's check out about phone. So yes, it's powered by Android 4.4.4 KitKat, and hindi ko ma-open yung kanyang case something, which is weird. But according to Cherry Mobile, they'll update this smartphone to Lollipop soon. So wag kayong mag-alala. Don't worry, Lollipop is pretty buggy pa rin naman until now. Actually, I'm rooting for 5.1 and not 5.0. Medyo buggy yung 5.0 sa totoo lang. So sana 5.1 yung update niya ng Lollipop. Alright. So aside from that, let's check out. Meron tayong NFC, we have dropper zone settings, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. So tingnan natin yung storage siya. So sa storage, so yes, we got a 16 gig of internal storage. Not bad. Although sa iba mo kukulangin yon. So I really suggest na kumuha kayo ng micro SD card. Alright, so we got that 12.65 total space, and ang available is 12.43. So konti lang naman yung kinakaya. Ayun yung operating system. Marami pa rin available, so huwag kayong mag-alala. The 12.43 gig is pretty good. Although pwede tayong maglagay ng SD card if you want. But wala akong micro SD card, so di ko na kailangan yun. So yeah. So you've seen the Cherry Mobile Flare X, and I think that's it for the unboxing and hands of the Cherry Mobile Flare X. Again, this smartphone is now available for 6,999 pesos. 90 pesos or whatever. It's around 7,000 low. So anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give us thumbs up. And if hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe sa channel ko, well, mag-subscribe na po kayo. So once again, I'm Jam of jamonline.ph, and see you guys again on my next video.